What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got a pretty cool review for you, brought to you, I guess, by Carry and Cut, right? This one is from Mart, aka Carry and Cut. Really appreciate that, Mart. Thanks for sending this one over for me to take a look at and play with and pry up bricks with and all that. And really much appreciated, man. Hey, if you guys aren't already, hit the subscribe button down there, hit the like button if you like my content, and of course subscribe if you want to listen to me ramble on more. Really appreciate it. Thanks to all my Patreon channel members, everybody that's in the lives all the time, subscribers, everyone. You guys are awesome. It's been a heck of a ride so far, and I'm really can't believe it. So that being said, let me check out another cool knife. This is, you know, pretty much a incomprehensive review, I guess. I think I'm going to start titling my, instead of overview review, I might just start calling them incomprehensive review, because a lot of times it's just me rambling. Try to stay structured a little bit, because I know people kind of look for that and like that and everything, but I do get off a track a lot of times. But without further ado, this is the Aurora knife and tools. Let me get out the box here. Truffles. Pretty cool. That's a package it comes in. Also has a zipper pouch in there. That's all their info at _ Aurora _ knife _ tool. TikTok, well, for now, right? And Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. They're going to be tagged in this video and will be linked in the video. They are available right now. Actually, it's the time of me doing this for $1.99. So that's, I mean, to me, from what I've experienced with this knife, is a pretty exceptional price. And spoiler alert, I really like it. I think it's pretty cool. Has a really awesome factor with that pivot lock. One of the first knives, I believe, to do that. Correct me in the comments, of course, you guys, if I'm wrong. Aurora Knife and Tool, they're out of Metairie, actually. I drive through Metairie every single day on my way to work and back. So I think that's pretty neat that they are local. Now, these are OEM'd. I'm not sure if you know who the OEM is. Let me know. I'm not sure who the OEM is. They are OEM'd out of China, so this is a Chinese made knife. Full disclosure, there, right there, made in Yanjiang, China. Some people that might bother, some people might not. It doesn't really bother me that much. I think it's a pretty cool knife. So let's go ahead and get into it. We'll go ahead and do the overview, all the specs, all that good stuff right off the bat. Let's see, from the tip of the blade into the handle, you got right at 8, and I'd say a comfortable 8 1/8, a little over 8 1/8 actually, almost 8 1/4. So pretty close to 8 1/4, 8 3/16 maybe, something like that. Kind of a Tonto blade shape you're looking at here, with a curve in it actually. So 1.5 inches on the secondary edge, what I call the secondary edge anyway. Looking at 2 1/4 on the primary edge. So 1.5 inches, 2 1/4, 3 3/4, right? Overall on the cutting edge there. But if you measure laterally like that, include both edges comprehensively, I guess you're looking at right around 3.5, and then for overall blade length, right at 3 5/8. So definitely what I would say is a full-size knife, right? On this channel, my opinion, of course, you're watching my channel, so I would think you might actually like my opinion. I don't know, maybe not. I don't blame you. But yeah, that's a full-size knife in my book anyway. 126 thousandths, thickest part of the 127 actually. Whoa, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. 126.5 thousandths, thickest part of the spine. We'll measure the primary edge right there behind the edge. 16 thousandths, pretty thin there, going down pretty thin. 17 thousandths, right around that there, so pretty close on the primary and the secondary edge. And the handle thickness, 450 thousandths, a little under 1/2 inch. Pretty good. I like those dimensions. No issue whatsoever there. Hollow grind on it, by the way, you know, pretty nice. So let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. One of my favorite things to do. Sometimes I think I could just do the videos with nothing but size comparisons. I just think it's fun, me. But I'm a big kid. So that's a Ontario Rat Model 1. Here's the Ontario Rat Model 2. right there. So you can see it's most definitely a full-size knife, or what I would call one anyway. Get out the couple more of the usual suspects here. Got the cold steel knives, 8010. Oh, and the Demco knives, 20.5. That's a slicer variant right there. I can quit getting them all crooked and stuff. All right, put up the Demco Prodigies there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and what normally do I use next, you guys? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Right. Bam! Right there. Spyderco Paramilitary 2 and Spyderco Para 3. So actually longer than both. A little bit longer than Paramilitary 2. A lot longer than the Para 3. And the cutting edge is, I would say, all right. Right there you can see substantially more cutting edge. You know, if you include that that belly right there, that secondary edge on that Tonto, calling it a Tonto blade shape. It is a Tonto blade shape. It's got a little bit of a curve in it right there. All right, so standards for any knife channel, I think, right there, 8-inch USA made crescent wrench, and there's your DeWalt frame and hammer, right? Who does not have that in their size comparisons? I mean, it's 2025, guys. Y'all got to get with the program. Here's some more randos right here. There's your Mannix 2. That one's got a fancy set of scales, applied weapons tech. Scales on it, Spy 27 with a Lynch Northwest deep carry pocket clip. There's a Sky High right there up next to it. Give you a good idea of the size of it. If you're familiar with either of those two knives, I guess. Of course, you'd have to be familiar with any knife I use, right, to for the size comparison to help out. That is a High Water Knives estuary, and that's a TRM Bulldog right there up next to it. And let's see, let's do two more. Let's keep it in USA made. Let's do a couple of Microtechs here. Grab them real quick. Get the High Water knife. TRM Bulldog. This is the amphibian, really large knife. What I would say is almost like an XL knife, and the Stitch. So there it is up next to the amphibian and the Stitch. Both overall longer than the Truffles, but both of those are, to me, exceptionally long knives for sure. All right, so that's going to do it for size comparisons. Let's see. Let's do weight. Go ahead and get the scale out. Now I'm gonna guess, I didn't even check it out internally, right? But let's see, let me look at it here. I got a little bit of skeletonization, geez, say it with me, on this side, right? And it feels fairly light. I don't know, I mean, it's titanium, you know, full-size knife, and it's got that really cool mechanism in there. So I don't know, I'm gonna guess 4.5. Be my guess. Let's see. Pretty close, man. I think I might actually be getting better at that, right? 4.2. All right, so 4.2 ounces, over the ounce and inch ratio, but not by much, right? Not really something that's bothersome or anything like that to me, anyway. Let's see what else can we do here as far as specs. We always try to get in the old blue jeans, right? I don't know. Let me know if you guys like the blue jeans. About time for a new pair, right? It goes in and out of the pocket nice. Carries really well. No issues there. Not deep carry. You can actually, the full finger width, you know, a little more maybe. So not exactly deep carry. What I would, falling apart. Not what I would say is anyway, and by any means deep carry, you know. Kind of a medium carry, maybe almost even a shallow carry, I guess, if you know, you're judging carry depth. I don't think there's an exact scale for that, but anyway, let's go ahead and final part of the specs. Let's get out the driver here. This is a T8 that I've got in it. I'm thinking, yeah, T8 on these body screws, T8 on the pocket clip. Awesome, awesome. And what about the pivot? Yep. Okay, that's awesome, man. T8. So T8 all across the board. That's pretty cool. Now, I have not disassembled this thing, so I can't speak as to, you know, I can't speak towards the ease of disassembly, anything like that. You know, as far as it might be a nightmare. I don't know. It looks fairly complicated with the internals like that. It might be, but might not be too bad. Usually, for me, a basic disassembly can be a hard disassembly. But anyway, that's all the specs, right? So let's go ahead and get into the review. No? Alright, whatever. The review portion of the video, ergonomics, my opinion, all that good stuff. As far as ergos go, pretty straightforward, pretty comfortable. A little bit rounded there. Not really any sharp edges to speak of. And this is it crowned? Yeah, I think it's crowned. Got a little bit of jimping back here. That's mainly for the flipper, I believe, right? But if you're choked back, it kind of helps. This is what I would consider choked back, kind of a limited finger position, hand position on this thing, right? That's choked back. That's choked up, I guess, right? You can't really put your finger there because of that flipper tab, you know, that's in the way. I'm never a big fan of flipper tabs, but this one actually is really comfortable in that one single position that it offers you, to me. Very locked in there. Feels really nice. The clip's not a hot spot at all. Yeah, so pretty comfortable. As far as the action goes on it, it is, as you can see, drop shut. It's been well loved, well worked in. I'm sure Mark disassembled this thing a few times. I would imagine he probably took it apart a few times, put it back together. Deployment, front flipper works awesome, as you can see right there. Whoa, goodness gracious. As long as I don't knock you guys over with the camera holder. Kind of hard to flip it sometimes underneath that camera. But yeah, the deployment's awesome. Really nice regular flipper action. Reverse flip works awesome. Really love that hole right there that they included in it. That helps out a lot. Front flipper works great too. So it's a pretty fidgety knife, right? And then the locking mechanism is roundhouse. I think it's called the roundhouse. Yeah, the roundhouse lock. That's their name for it. So it's a pivot lock, basically, but it's a roundhouse lock is the name for it. Now you can pinch this together. You put your finger here on this side. That doesn't push in. That's not a button or anything. This is the button side, like that, right? So you can actually activate it like that. That's pretty cool. I think that's neat. First pivot lock I've ever, well, no, actually I have handled the Vosteed and Kylo, which came out after this knife came out, but that's another pretty cool little knife. But yeah, that pivot lock, pretty cool. I don't know, I can't speak to how reliable it is. I haven't lock tested it. I haven't spine whacked it. I'm not going to. It doesn't belong to me, right? I'm not gonna be crazy with it or anything like that. But yeah, really fidgety knife, I think. So we've covered the lock, the ergos. Blade material is S35VN. It does have a backspacer. I think that's a titanium anodized backspacer. I'm pretty sure that is, but it's really nice that they have a backspacer on there. That's pretty cool and helpful. And also the ano on that, pocket clip, and the pivot collar. All nice little touches. I think they do have some a few different variants. As a matter of fact, the one that is on sale right now is it's called the Dark Truffles, which I think actually the Dark Truffles looks pretty cool. It's not a blacked out blade or anything, but satin blade, kind of like a blacked out handle, black PVD stonewash, I believe. But this is just stonewash, which is perfectly fine to me. I think it looks really really nice, really straightforward. You know, kind of got like that straight back, almost reminiscent of like a Riot, or not, not a Riot. Whew, man, what's the one Nadeau designs? I've never handled it. The man, the mini micro. They make a couple of different versions of it. Sharp by Design Evo, right? No, is it Sharp by Design? Let me know in the comments. I think you guys might know what I'm talking about. Maybe. Just as far as the blade shape goes, it doesn't have that tanto and some of the other features that knife has, but this kind of reminds me, just in look anyway, of that one. I've never actually gotten a chance to handle that one. And yeah, really nice hollow grind on that blade. Very, very slicey, very, very nice. A little jimping again right there helps out whenever you're trying to front flip it. So pretty awesome knife, man. And you got that pocket clip able to mount lefty and righty, right? So you just take that tab out. Keep hitting the camera, sorry about that. Take the clip off, take the tab out, put the clip here, put the tab here, bada bing, bada boom. You've got a lefty friendly knife. That's pretty awesome. And what I would say is an ambidextrous locking system, right? I'm not left-handed at all. Pretty terrible with my left hand actually, but you just pinch it with your index like that if you're operating it left-handed, and no big deal. Pretty comfortable, you know. I have no issue with that. Maybe if you were doing some really hard cutting and you kind of slid up, that might be something, but I really don't. I normally don't do that sort of extraordinarily rigorous cutting, I guess, you know, so I'm not too worried about that. But that is a possibility. You know, if you're cutting something, you get caught on it, maybe, you know, this stays in place, your hand slides back, and you pull up to overcompensate. But I'm pressing right now. I can actually, if I try, maybe. Thought it was moving, but you got to really push it in, you know. It's easy to manipulate, easy to disengage without that much effort at all, but it's to me would be hard to unlock on accident, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So that's it. I really like this knife. I'm gonna put it on my most recommended knives playlist. I think it's just an awesome little knife, and really cool. Really well done, really nice fit and finish. Y'all go check out Aurora Knife and Tool. Again, they're going to be linked down in the description of the video. Pretty cool people. They are very personable. This one actually did not come from them though. Again, this one came from Mark, Carry and Cut, man. Go check him out. Awesome guy. Go sub to his channel. He's been doing a lot of lives lately, man. A lot of verticals. He is. I keep telling him he's going to pass me up with those subscribers if he keeps doing that every day. He's doing a great job, and so definitely go check out Carry and Cut YouTube channel. I'm trying to put his logo up there, maybe in the beginning or something like that, and kind of whenever I do the editing. I do edit, believe it or not. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button if you like the content. Subscribe if you'd like more of it. I really appreciate everyone watching and keeping me going, man. Thank you guys so very much. And until next time, y'all stay sharp.